I'm making this video to read you something on Al-Anon called Let It Begin With Me. And yeah, so remember to like, follow, and subscribe if you like my content. And leave a comment if you'd like to see more stuff like this. Alright, so Let It Begin With Me, a call to action. The Al-Anon Declaration. Let it begin with me. When anyone, anywhere, reaches out for help, let the hand of Al-Anon and Alateen be there, and let it begin with me. To some, these words may sound like a prayer. However, unlike a request for support from a higher power, a declaration is a formal statement, often made to assert something purposefully. The Al-Anon Declaration is more than just a statement of hope. It's a pledge and a promise to be there for others so that no one faces this struggle alone. The 1974 World Service Conference theme, Let It Begin With Me, resonated deeply with Al-Anon members. It became the foundation for the Declaration, which was introduced and adopted the following year. First printed as a wallet-sized card, the Declaration appeared in Al-Anon literature and early public outreach materials. Excuse me. Since then, members around the world have recited it. It reminds us of our personal commitment to recovery and acts as a call to action to help others. For me, the Declaration is not only, the Declaration not only reminds me to remain committed to my own recovery, but also invites me to serve others, reach out, offer support, and extend a hand to those who are struggling is my way of fulfilling that promise. It's a living, breathing declaration that requires me to act. I must do more than just hope. I must reach out and help those who are still suffering. One of my first experiences with public outreach was when I spoke at a local treatment center. A few Al-Anon members had arranged for the inclusion of Al-Anon in their family orientation program, and I volunteered to share my story. As I spoke, I recalled sitting in the same chairs as those attendees, feeling the same overwhelming emotions of anger, confusion, and heartbreak. I shared how Al-Anon had been a balm for my pain, offering hope through the example of others in recovery. A few weeks later, I ran into a woman at my home group who seemed familiar. She mentioned that she had been at the treatment center and had heard me speak. "You told me to come here," she said with a smile. "It was a moment that touched my heart." Sorry again. Knowing that my words had helped her take the first step toward healing reminded me why we do this work. It's not just about sharing our stories, but also offering hope and showing others they are not alone. The Al-Anon Declaration reminds me that while recovery is still a shared journey, it begins with each of us committing to help. Let It Begin With Me, written by Heather, the Associate Director of Community Relations, and posted to the forum on April in 2025. Inside Al-Anon Family Groups presents news, policy, and commentary from volunteers, staff, and readers sharing experience through service. Please feel free to reprint these articles on your service structure website or newsletter, along with the credit line, reprinted with permission of Al-Anon Family Group Headquarters, Virginia Beach, Virginia, USA. So as you guys know, I'm trying to make a bit of a hybrid 12-step program for victims of abuse, bullying, and really anybody who just wants freedom from toxic relationships. So I just wanted to share something really quickly before I end this video. Basically, I am in a custody battle with my abuser, and they have my daughter right now. So when I read this, that's all I could think about was like, she's still back there in that toxic relationship. And while like, you know, the case is ongoing and, you know, I've given it to my higher power. I noticed today, like I got really sick and I was like a stomach bug or something. But when I bought my daughter some stuff, it just made me feel better. And I forgot like how much better you can feel from just like helping somebody else. And it wasn't really something that I had to do, but I just like, I don't know if it's like getting sick or what, but it just made me feel like, yeah, this is like going to happen. And I might have $4 in my bank after this, but it'll be worth it, you know? And I really like, just for today, I actually experienced that. And so, you know, you hear about it and a lot of people in like greedy communities just like would never really like believe it really. I mean, you know what I mean? Because they're just like in this competitive landscape that's just totally different. But the reason I like Al-Anon is because it's a lot like it's a lot like some of the conventions and different like hotels and stuff that I would go to for like modeling conventions and cosmetology hair shows and stuff like that. And it's just so much different. Like it's just such a different vibe to go to those places. And while like in all fairness, I don't really like conventions, but definitely there's like a difference, and it makes you feel like there's a place that you belong. So, I like that about it, and I look forward to sharing this, you know, with my family and just being able to heal over time. And so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And yeah, so what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you have an experience with this, if it's the first time you're hearing about this. I want to know what you guys think. So remember to like, share, subscribe, and follow. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.